So this is another different type of video, and you've clicked onto this, and I appreciate everyone watching this, by the way. The support's been incredible with the markets, with the channel. It's been really insane to me. I still can't get over how well the channel's been doing the last few months, and I really appreciate it. But I'm going to be talking about how I got into investing, because a lot of people go, how did I get into investing? And I'll tell you about that. If you are new to investing and want a free fractional share worth up to £100, then click the link in the description or use my code BEN on the promo code section in Trading212 to get yourself a free fractional share worth up to £100. So I got into investing from, well, when I go back, there's two parts to it really, when you think about it, because I ended up getting into investing, well, downloaded the Trading212 app probably around 2018. It would have been 2018 because you had to be 18. And Tesco at the time, when I was working at Tesco, they gave us a bonus, and it was either in cash or in shares. I don't know if they still do this or not. So if anyone still works at Tesco, leave in the comments, let me know if they still do this. And it was either cash or shares in Tesco, and I was like, just intrigued me a bit. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder how much a Tesco share is. And I think that's how I led on to getting onto Trading212, because I was like, well, I want to see how much it is. I didn't realise you could just Google it, obviously, but it led me on to Trading212, saw the price, and I was like, oh, took the cash though instead. But then I ended up buying Tesco shares on Trading212, because I think I was also having in my head, I was like, I feel like I won't physically, even though I will own them and have them, because obviously they would have to if they're giving you shares, I just feel like I can't properly see it for however way they were going to show me it. And I was like, there must be a way I can physically buy it myself with the cash that they're giving me. So I did it that way around, and I ended up buying Tesco shares with the money that they gave me with the bonus. Yeah, that was that really. And I kind of like waited a bit, and then I think I ended up selling when I was in profit. And that would have been when I was 18. Then I ended up going on the CFD page on Trading212, which, yeah, if you know, it's you can lose a lot of money if you're not careful, and you got to be very careful with the CFD part of Trading212. And yeah, I ended up going onto that and thinking I was owning a Bitcoin, because back then Bitcoin was $3,000 about a coin. And I was like, oh, I really want to get into Bitcoin because I feel like it will be worth a lot in the future. And I was telling my mum as well at the time. I remember like we're having the conversation when I was 18, and I just wanted to get a Bitcoin. Didn't know how to. Wish I knew, because at the time I could have afforded actually a Bitcoin just about, and I didn't know how to buy it. I thought I was buying it by having the CFDs, and I was buying it, and obviously it was getting margin called, and you had to top it up, and you would end up getting liquidated. It was not good times, but yeah, that was that. And then fast forward a bit really, because I was just doing bits and bobs. I wasn't really properly into it, investing really, until I would say whenever the year COVID happened, when the crash happened, obviously in the stock market, and then furlough was happening, and I got furloughed obviously, and I had a lot more time on my hands, and I was thinking, well, why don't I get some shares, because I had some spare money, because everything was crashing. You would hear it on the news, and you're hearing it everywhere, and I was like, why don't I buy some? So I ended up buying some, bought a lot of oil stocks and things like that, and airlines. Made a bit of money from it, to be honest with you. And then I got into it a bit and got a bit obsessed with it, to be honest with you. And then 2020 January, near my birthday, I then started up this YouTube channel and started finding more stocks that I liked the sounds of, really, because I didn't understand valuations then. I was just getting into stocks just for the sake of just thinking, oh, that's a cool business, that's got potential. I like the way the business works, and I see potential in that, and I feel like they could do well. That was my thought process. It wasn't really so much of looking at the financials as such, and I didn't understand P ratios or market caps or anything. It was mental when I think about it. So if you're new, make sure you look at even just things like that. Yeah, I started up this YouTube channel, and you can look back at my first video, and it's just mental thinking. Like I was so new to it, and I started doing this whole YouTube channel really is to track the portfolio and track my journey of the stock markets to look back on when I'm older. And now that I am older and looking back at it, it's like, it's just weird, like, to get my head around. It's just crazy, to be honest with you, like where I was at and what I was thinking and how I was thinking about stocks. And obviously it cringes me out a bit because I'm like, God, like, wish I knew a bit more back then, but it's easy to say that then. But yeah, I got into the stock market because I did get inspiration from off the top of my head, Briscoe Investing, I think it was the YouTube channel called. It doesn't really upload now, but he did portfolio videos, and no one was really doing it then. Like, no one was really doing these portfolio videos, and I was like, I'm gonna just have a go at it, and also, like I say, just track my portfolio to look back on when I'm in my 40s, 30s, and go, that's where I started from, and this is where it is now, and hope that obviously it's better than it was back then. And that was the whole reason. And then it just started getting traction a bit, and I ended up, well, yeah, like like I say, like the last 6 months or so with this channel, it's really grown. Like, it's mad. Like, I still can't get my head around it. And this is, if I can do this full time and do this as a job, like, that would be my dream job. Like, to do this and also what I do on the side. I'm also a videographer, and I like to create videos for people, for companies, and to do those hand in hand would be amazing, because obviously I could do this anywhere in the world, whereas freelance you can't as such. It's whatever the job is, but this will allow me to just sometimes, if I want to, just travel the world a bit, but also do this. And yeah, and it's just amazing, like the community we've built in the Discord. And I just want to really shout out Brad and Jay. Like, they've absolutely smashed that Discord. Like, they've really helped out, and they've done so much for the Discord. They've created the whole channel. They've done loads of different channels and loads of things that I don't even know what's going on. I don't really know Discord that well, to be honest, and they just do all these different bots and automations, and it's insane. And I just want to give a shout out to Brad and Jay for that. That's how I really got into investing, and then I just got more obsessed as it went on, like every day almost, like watching other YouTube channels, going on Twitter, going on Google, just researching and just looking at past history of what other investors have done, like obviously like Warren Buffett, and it's just interesting all the different styles people have, and everyone's got different styles really, and I just find it really cool and interesting. And yeah, you're always going to have hate when you publicize your portfolios and talk about stocks, because everyone's got a disagreement in the stock. If everyone agreed on the same stock and thought it was undervalued, then it wouldn't be undervalued. Everyone would be buying it up, and it would be crazy, and it would just always go up because no one's selling it. It's just finding those golden opportunities in the stock market, and these companies that I believe would be undervalued and got a huge potential. Going back to what I was doing within the investing, it's now just a case of now learning more about stocks and just keep doing that research, and now really try and start seeing this compounding effect happen, which I'm really like blessed. I feel so grateful, and yeah, it's just incredible really. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button and comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.